I have a soft spot for Chanel foundations. Now, I've tried most of their formulas throughout the years. I've seldom been disappointed. There may be one or two that didn't fit my skin type particularly, but for the most part, I've really liked every single one of them that I've tried. Now, when I saw that they recently launched not one, but 2 radiant foundation formulas, I was so there. In the interests of experimentation and then finding out if either of these are worth your money, I decided to splash out the cash and I got both of them. This whopper of a bottle was the one that came out first. Sublimage is Chanel's premium skincare line. It's meant for anti-aging, antioxidant protection. True to form, this foundation is a serum in foundation hybrid, so it gives you color and care at the same time. This is not a high coverage or long wear foundation. It's really just meant to deliver a lot of skincare benefits and then nurture and hydrate your skin. So you should expect glow, you should expect a very smooth and plumped appearance. Now, if you purchase this, it comes in this humongous gold box. Not because you get a ton of product, but because this comes with a buffing brush. Yes, it has its own companion. So this beautiful Chanel buffer with a beveled top. I do have to say, I've already used this and this is a fantastic foundation brush that I will be using no matter what foundation formula I wear. Now, the bottle itself contains 40 milliliters of foundation. That is 10 milliliters more than usual, about 1/3 more than something like this. But it looks huge. All I'm saying is don't just look at the bottle and think that you're going to get a ton of product. It's a little bit more and it comes with a brush, but it's really not double the amount. Now, the Beige formula, this one is their Healthy Glow Foundation, Hydration and Long Wear. This seems to me to be Chanel's answer to the Long Wear Glow formula, which has been so popular over the past couple of years. However, I will say one of the key differences right from the get-go is most of the long wear glow formulas that I've tried so far have been very high coverage. This one is pretty light, which is different. So I've not really tried a very lightweight sheer foundation that's also long wear, so we're gonna have to see. Now, the main differences between these two, aside from the radiant hydrating finish, this one obviously says long wear, this one does not, this one says skincare, this one does not. But I'm going to say they're not as different as it may seem, because just looking at the ingredients, they're not all that different. The same silicones, water, glycerin, pigments. Now, this does contain a little bit of metafoam seed oil. It is meant to be a hydrating formula. That is its main claim. It also contains Kalanchoe pinnata leaf extract. Kalanchoe or Kalanchoe, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but this is a plant extract that actually helps to support your skin's own ability to hold moisture. So it almost functions a little bit like hyaluronic acid. The Sublimage formula, on the other hand, is centered around vanilla flower and vanilla fruit extract. Now, vanilla flower and vanilla fruit extract are known antioxidants. They have anti-inflammation properties as well. So if you are more concerned about that and about skin soothing, anti-aging, and protection against free radicals, then of course this formula may do a little bit more for you. Aside from this, both formulas also contain vitamin E, which is both a preservative and also an antioxidant and hydrating agent. Now, just looking at the order of the ingredients, it does look like the skincare ingredients are round about the same concentration or proportion in both formulas. Of course, that's not always easy to tell because you don't know if the first few ingredients make up 90% of the formula or 50% of the formula. It could be very different even if the order looks about the same. So just bear that in mind. Take what I say with a pinch of salt. If you are a Chanel makeup fan and you've been using their foundations for a long time, you will probably be familiar with the OG Vita Lumiere formula. This is another satiny, smooth, kind of luminous hydrating formula, and it's been around for a really long time. I was kind of curious why Chanel would bring out 2 additional radiant, luminous, hydrating formulas so close to one another when they already have this. So obviously obviously I do want to try these out and compare the coverage and the texture. To me, these 100% overlap into the Vitalumiere territory, and it kind of makes me suspicious if they are planning to discontinue this soon, since this is such an old formulation. Now here are all three foundations. This is the OG Vitalumiere formula, this one is Sublimage, and this one is Beige. As you can see immediately, the difference is in the color. I have all three in the same exact shade, Beige 20, but the two new formulas do seem to be a little bit paler. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's simply because my bottle of Vitalumiere is quite a bit older than the other two and the formula might have oxidized in there already. The other thing you may notice is they are all quite a light, runny texture. It's not a gel consistency or a thick cream. Now I've just rubbed out all three of the foundations, and you can see that the bottom two, which looked a little bit ashy fresh out of the bottle, actually have warmed up and are melding in with my skin tone. So just like any other foundation which does a little bit of shade change, the thicker the amount you apply, the longer you'll need to wait for it to settle to its true color. And let's do a touch test. As usual, I'm gonna head off now, let these sit on my face for the rest of the day, and then check in at the end of the night to see if either side has worn down more than the other. Of course, I do have expectations that the Beige side is gonna hang on a little bit better because it does make a long wear claim, but we'll see. Hey guys, we're back. It is now 7:34 p.m. and I've been wearing these two foundations for just a little over 8 hours now. I'm going to zoom you in so we can take a closer look. Now, in terms of the general visible wear and tear, they both look about the same. I do see a little bit more shine on the Sublimage side and a little bit less around my oily zones on the Beige side. I didn't apply much powder under either eye, so you can see maybe a little bit of creasing, but I have to say it's looking pretty decent for two radiant hydrating foundations. I do have the face mask that I wore out to dinner, and obviously a little bit of lipstick came off. You can see quite a bit more wearing off around the nose bridge. Bear in mind that this is reversed because I was wearing it this way, so this side is Beige, which actually came off a little bit more from the rubbing, and on the Sublimage side, not a whole lot has transferred off, just a teeny hint of pigments. Very quick blot test. Okay, I was not expecting this. I did lift off quite a bit more oil from the Sublimage side, whereas the side where I was wearing the Beige, there is noticeably less oil lifted off from this side of the face. So the only way to explain this is that the amount of hydration that this product provided actually kept my skin a little bit less oily. The Sublimage, while it has other antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, did not actually help to keep my oils under control. Now, just looking at what's left on my face, both sides are still looking pretty good. I am not seeing a lot of breakdown on either side of my face. Obviously a little bit more creasing under the eyes, but they look about neck and neck once the oil and shine is lifted off. Now, I think neither foundation has oxidized much throughout the day. They look to be about the same color as they were in the beginning, and both sides look completely consistent, so neither of these have oxidized on me, which is a very good thing. General performance wise, it does seem like my skin has given this one a big thumbs up. Now, this is still a beautiful foundation for daily use. It feels extremely light. My skin was really comfortable. It felt very hydrated. It's just really hard to justify this price tag because you could technically buy 3.5 bottles of this for the price of just this. Now, the brush does add major points for me, but not gonna lie, this whole thing is more of a luxury or pampering experience for yourself and not really a necessity. Sure, the skincare components are slightly different, they have slightly different functions, but if I were to be completely honest, I think the amount of skincare that you would put in a foundation, it's so little that it's not going to make a huge difference to your skin. If you've already invested in good skincare and you're using it daily, then whatever's in your foundation is just a bonus. Now, do I prefer a little bit of extra skincare in my foundation versus none? Of course I would, but is it worth spending $200 more for this than for this? I would say no. So that is my full day wear test and comparison of the two new foundations from Chanel. I would definitely recommend this one over this unless your budget is huge. If it is, then I would say it doesn't really matter which one you pick up because I would say the differences are very minor. Ultimately, whichever one you pick, I would say you are in good hands because I do like both of these formulas. If your budget is a little bit more constrained or you have other things that you would like to spend on at the same time, then just go for the Beige. As always, I hope you guys found this helpful. If you've tried either of these foundations, please let me know your thoughts, whether you liked it, whether you hated them. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.